Hey, all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly value, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Y'all tired yet? Is we tired, sisterhood? Sisterhood, we tired? How y'all doing today? I hope y'all doing well. Welcome to the Crimson Cure channel. I'm your hostess, femininity coach, and author, and this is my live perspective. How's we's doing? How's we's doing? Thank you so much. What's a king to a God? Says salute to you, CC, for all you've done in this space. I already know the grill is fired up. Peace and blessings. You know it is. Thank you so much, Steve. So I hope all are enjoying the day. I've been enjoying my day pretty good. It's been pretty good. Thank you so much, sweetheart. And thank you so much, LD. Thank you, sis. How you doing? I want to know, is we tired? Thank you, Damien. Said, good afternoon, my sister. Let the grilling begin, and we shall. Not the Jackson Park Lagoon. Not the Jackson Park Lagoon. Oh, Lord. I want to know, is we tired yet? Because I don't know. Seem like we might be getting around to being tired. Seem like we might be getting around to being tired. Is we tired? That's what I want to know. Is we tired? We tired of Sukihana and looking up her all her holes. If we don't know, if y'all don't know, I ain't even gonna say we. I'm not gonna say we. If y'all don't know that these are industry plants that are here to perpetuate to you some of the most ridiculous, bottom-feeding, trashy, degrading, degenerate things that a female could ever involve herself in, publicly or privately. That these individuals are paid to keep you out of order. Sukihana, Sexy Reds, y'all know the names. Glorilla, they are paid to keep y'all out of order. They paid to do it. We're gonna see some clips. We're gonna watch some clips. I want y'all to see, first of all, how stupid this Sexy Red girl is. And I've been wanting to cook her because she ugly and stupid. And I usually don't get that straight with it. You try to be diplomatic with what you say and all of that type of stuff. But I'm sorry. That girl is ugly and stupid. And you got to pick a struggle. There ain't no way you can be ugly and stupid at the same time. It's unacceptable. Usually ugly people find a talent. And they do that, and then you be like, oh, you overlook the fact that they ugly. But when you ugly and stupid and trashy, and you are running around here as if you are proud of that fact, that's when we got to draw the line. We got to draw the line. Because y'all here loud, wrong, ugly, and stupid. And I can't. There's one more. Hold on. Because I wanted to gather all the clips. I can gather all the clips. Oh, this one. This one. This one is not right in the head. Oh, Lord. It ain't up here no more. No. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. And then it's another one. It's another one. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds. You know what? Thank you so much, PBP. So peace and blessings, Sister Kendra. May you continue to find the strength to flame on. We need this critique and balance in our community. Thank you so much, sweetheart. I appreciate you more than you. Let me show you. Excuse me. And thank you so much, the wonderful Norrin. I appreciate you. I appreciate you
for supporting me on my show. Okay. I just want to thank you for helping me on my show. All right.
Thank you so much, sweetheart. I appreciate you more than you know. Oh, my goodness. Thank you, Hydrotech. So the way I laughed at pick a struggle, she got to. You cannot be ugly, loud, wrong, and stupid and trashy. You can't. Since when have women been allowed to do that? To be ugly, loud, wrong, stupid, trashy, and degenerate and listen. Let me show you this first. This is supposed to be. This is Young Thug, aka Sexy Red. Just listen to how silly. And it's 26 seconds. I'm not even gonna play the whole 26. Just look at it. Look at it. Now listen to it.
We living life over here, baby. I'm in Canada. Baby, I'm in Canada right now. On the other side of the world. We living life over here, baby. I'm in Canada. Baby, I'm in Canada right now. On the other side of the world.
I'm going to show you another one.
My coochie pink.
What song are you performing for the church?
My coochie pink. My booty hole brown.
Food stamps. Have you ever bought some before?
An
incarcerated individual at St. Louis County Jail.
Baby daddy, I'm in the middle of an interview. I'm gonna call you right back. Okay, leave.
What are your cheating skills 1 through 10?
I'm elite.
Right. Can you give the women out there good ways to cheat?
Hold on. This my other DD.
This is a free call from.
This the other one. Gotta tell him I'm
An
calling back.
incarcerated individual at St. Louis County Jail.
I'm in the middle of an interview. I'm gonna call you right back. I'm with Sonny Marco.
Your real name is
If you say my name, we gonna fight.
Okay.
So they can look up if I had eviction before or something.
We at church right now.
One more. I know your brain cells is struggling because my audience is very intelligent. My brain cells are doing it as well. But I need you to hang on to the last few that you have. Hang to them, cling to them tightly, because we got one more. I want to roast her so bad. There are important things that I need to say. It's everything in me. It's taking all of me to hold back on the Van Buren and Cicero on me. We got one more with her. We have not even gotten to Sukihana. I'm playing them for a point. We'll get to the point. You know, I always do things for a point. All right. So if there's any language, just ignore it. Please understand that we're going to get to the actual point of why I'm playing these in particular with this individual.
Want to be honest, the most romantic thing somebody did for me, it was my first boyfriend. I was just in high school. He was a little older than me, and it was Valentine's Day. I'll never forget. He robbed somebody and gave me the money and gave me the bill he stole, and it was just so sweet because he was out of breath and stuff. He's like, "Here, I just got this for you." I was like, "Oh, so sweet. Thank you," because nobody never did nothing like that for me. He stole for me, so I'm like, "Oh, you did that for me, really?" I was like 15. I was 15. Yeah, 15. That was my first boyfriend. And that's the first time somebody ever had got me a gift or tried to do something for me. And I know he didn't have it. So the fact that you still made a way and you did what you had to do, that was nice. And it was only $13. But it was nice. And it was a fake Gucci belt. But I was so, it was sweet.
Why did I put y'all through that? Don't worry, Crimsonites. I'm going to make it up to you. Let me get to these super chats. Thank you, Kahari. Said, thank you so much for your perspective and your teachings. Much love. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate all of you. Thank you, Southside Militia. Said this is real life minstrel show. This is the Matrix. It is. Thank you, Johnny BX. Said Canada, the other side is the world. You know what? Why did I put y'all through that? Why did I put my crimsonites through all of that. First of all, let me apologize for putting you through that. I'm trying not to roast. Don't roast. Just say your points. Just say your points. You have important points about feminism, about white supremacy. You have important points about the advocacy of everything that is not feminine. If you roast, you will do it for 10 or 15 minutes. It'll be funny, but you will not get to these points, okay? The reason that I put y'all through that is because if this is not proof positive that she is here as a plant, because she's a bad actor. She's not even acting well. I don't believe her. If this doesn't tell you that she is a plant there to keep young women out of order, she's being the most incredible ratchet that you could possibly be. She's not even the ratchet that cleaned up well. Do you understand? She's not even the ratchet that cleaned up. Even just her look, she's not the ratchet that cleaned up. As much as I'm about to get on Sukihana's head, she cleaned up a little better than that. A little bit better than that. Suki cleaned up, and I'm just talking about the visual appearance. She cleaned up a little bit better than that. You can catch Suki with a dress on that looked pretty. She ugly. She ugly on the inside as a person. But I've seen Suki have a pretty dress on and her makeup be done properly. Like I've seen her do it. The video that went viral that everybody talked about, including myself, where she in London talking about she gonna get her coochie scratched and all. That dress was pretty. That was a pretty dress. I love the dress. If she would keep her mouth closed and you didn't know she was who she was, sometime when she show up, it's like, oh, she cute. Oh, she got on a cute little dress. Oh, okay, she had done cute. It's like that. This one don't even do that. In that little video, little interview she was doing, you realize each one of her hands had one finger with a nail on it and the other ones was booty nails. Y'all know what's booty nails. Booty nails is when you don't have a nail. When your natural nail is below like the line. Just like I've caught Megan Thee Stallion. When she went to the country, when she went to the CMAs, she was so pretty. She had on the prettiest dress. And I do believe that was her hair that was done. And she looked so pretty. If you didn't know she was paid to thought and bop and keep thought culture and whole culture going, bed wenching by proxy, huh? We know this is the modern day mammy and bed wenching, correct? If you didn't know that she was bed wenching by proxy, you would say, "Oh, Megan's so pretty. That dress was so pretty. It was pretty." They are bed wenching by proxy. Now, the thing that, it's a lot that inspired it, but it's coming to a head now. Because in the second half, I'm going to cook Sukihana. But not just Suki. Not just the individuals themselves. But now Black women and women in general want to be tired. Black women specifically want to be tired. Yeah, Roderick. Anybody that's not from Chicago, I think I might have lost y'all. See, sometimes I don't know it's Chicago slang. Yes, Roderick, that's Chicago booty nails. We don't mean they smell or anything. They just look crazy because the nail itself is sitting like on the bed. It's so short that it's below your fingertip. That's what we grew up saying, that booty nails. You don't have a nail is what that really means. So when you see somebody and they don't have no nails, or the nails stop right there in the middle, the rest of it is just that little big piece, and it's just the skin, is just the fingertip. I don't know. We was little kids. We don't know why we called it booty nails. We don't know why we called it that. We was little kids. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Well B says, sis, listening to all that at one time hurt. It did. I hurt you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I did it to you. Thank you, Commander Austin and Rosa. Kendra, the sister need to hear it. They think this is cute. They do. Thank you, Norman, for your super sticker, beloved. Thank you so much. Boxing Logic said they've been chewed up. Yes. Why she hold her mouth like that? What's wrong with you? What's wrong? See, it's the perpetuation. Young girls, young women, I need you to listen up. Listen up. None of that is cute. Not having education. That's why I played the Canada. I don't believe that she thinks that's how you pronounce Canada. Because if that's how she thought Canada was pronounced, she would have said it twice. She said Canada the first time and then Canada the second time. She's playing. She's playing. And I don't mean to say that she's not stupid. I'm going to take her at her word. I'm going to take her at face value. No matter how ugly the face is, I'm going to take her at face value. You dumb. You're dumb. We going to say you dumb because you out here in public acting dumb, so you dumb. What I mean is she's being positioned to do. They're telling her, be the most ratchet that you could possibly be. Nobody gets in an interview and randomly has men calling you from jail. This is not real. She don't live like that. And if she do, they are telling her to ramp it up. You can't call people back in jail. That is not a call you can return. Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters? What's the extension? You can't call a person that is in jail. I'm gonna call you back. No, you're not. No, you're not. Oh, that's my other baby. You don't know which one it is. If you have two that's in jail. Do she even have kids? She's being put there so that you as young women will think that it is okay to not be able to read properly, to not be able to say words properly, to not have an education, to go somewhere with your face tatted, to go somewhere with your nails not done, to be somewhere and your ratchet baby daddy, quote unquote, is calling you from jail, quote unquote, that the getting something that somebody did something nice for you is that they stole something from somebody or somewhere to give it to you. Why are they promoting her? She has not, and she has what, the #1 rap song or something? It's specifically being promoted to specifically young Black women, which is why they're using Black women. They are not using no other race of women to do this. No other ones. And it doesn't matter where she come from, as long as she melanated. They don't care if these women are coming from America, if they're coming from the Caribbean, if they don't care where they come from. They're using them because they look like you and me. They melanated women. Sukihana went to the VMAs to stroll herself across a filthy floor. And then got mad when Black women was like, nah, we done with that. We done with that. They are trying to spread. I'm going to tell you why they utilize even Black women from other cultures. Because we know Nikki is Trini, right? These other young girls and these other rappers and stuff like that, not all of them are Black American women. Some of them are from the islands and stuff like that, because they trying to make it reach all the Black women, no matter her culture, no matter her dialect that she speak, no matter the language that she speak, no matter where she come from, whether she come from America, whether she come from the Caribbean, no matter where she come from. You'll all be Black whores when we done with you. You'll be Black whores when we're done. That's why I'm bringing up these women's backgrounds, these women's cultural backgrounds. They even using Cardi, and Cardi will tell you she ain't Black. Cardi will tell you she Latina. All the melanated women. They promoting filth, sexual filth, physical filth, non-hygienic filth, running around talking about, I don't take showers and I could be Simone. That's why I'm talking about the ladies' backgrounds. Not for the purposes of division, but for the purposes of all of us, no matter where you come from. I'm American Black, right? I'm from the Chi. It's ladies in my chat room who either was born elsewhere or their family come from elsewhere. Yes? Put a 1 in the chat if you or your family hail from somewhere else that's not the American Black. Put a 1 in the chat. See, I'm not bringing this up to divide us. I'm bringing this up so we can have one mindset together on this. Because the attack is not just for us as American Black women. It's for you. It's for you. They trying to go back to your homeland. They trying to go back to Jamaica with it. They trying to go back to Trinidad with it. They trying to go back, okay, to Turks and Caicos with it. They trying to come back to all, they trying to come to the motherland with it. All of it. All of us. All of us, Black women. All of us. They coming for all of us. They trying to make sure that you can't have any honor in where you come from, where it won't matter where you come from. You won't be able to say with pride that your family is from the DR and your family is from any other place. They trying to kill all of us. Do we understand that? This is why I don't do the whole tether thing and alienating Black women who culturally may not necessarily be from America. No, that's what we're not gonna do. No. No. That's what we won't do. And I want my mods to remove any language like that. We can have disagreements, but we can't have disrespect. Y'all can save that language for other channels that engage in it. I can't control what other people say. I find the word to be derogatory because it's meant to be derogatory. We're going to go to a commercial break and then I'm going to come back and we're going to discuss this whole Sukihana thing because there are a lot of different things that we need to talk about. So after these messages, we'll be right back.
Join PCTechForum.net is a new site. It's a way of discussing everything related to tech news. They'll be discussing the latest processors, graphic cards, laptops, hard drives, computer cases. They also have a section for pre-built PCs and custom-built PCs and also a PC straight from the manufacturer. They also be discussing the operating systems and how to troubleshoot them. And said, last but not least, they'll also be discussing the latest games and business. The site is brand new, so people will join for the first time on there. So come and sign up today at PCTechForum.net.
So what you want to do is you want to hit the link at the top of the chat, PCTechForum.net. This is a place where all of the computer PC nerds get to go and nerd out. And I say that with the most wonderful meaning because, like I said, I'm a self-professed nerd. So if you want to talk all things software, all things hardware, you want to talk PC, you want to talk Mac, you want to talk games, you want to talk productivity, you want to talk the future of AI, whatever it is that you want to talk about, definitely go and hit the link, PCTechForum.net. Become a part of the conversation or start one of your own. All right. And go ahead and hit that link. I owe you guys a bam, 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 bam. You got to hit that like button. Bam, bam. You got to, all right. Let me get to these super chats. Thank you so much, Norman. Thank you, Miss Lou Casely, for your super sticker, sweetheart. Thank you, Miss Gloria, for your contribution as well. Thank you, Child of Israel, said ho inflation, ho inflation. Okay. Thank you, Donovan. So Nas tried to warn us back in the 90s with a song called Black Girl Lost. This was the era before social media. It has only gotten worse 30 years later in the 2020s. Exactly. Thank you so much, African Brothers, said my brothers of America. Why not create a new genre based on positivity? You could call it clean rap. The goal would be to make clean rap songs without the N word. Black men can always create a new one. They created the first one. What has to happen is it can't be sold, and it can't be put in a position where it can be bought. That was the problem with the first round of the wonderful art form that Black men created right out of the Bronx. Okay. Beautiful art form of expression that they had. But it was put in a position that where it could be sold and bought. And here we are today, where the truly talented hip hop artists will not ever get the type of push and play and exposure and marketing that the industry plants will get. But I definitely understand what you're saying. Thank you once again, Norin. Thank you so much, sweetheart.
Thank you for supporting me on my show. Okay. I just want to thank you for helping me on my show. All right.
Thank you, Grady, saying they wonder why they can't keep a man, like the saying goes. Why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free? Hashtag salute to you, Lioness. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Thank you, Lion Prince. Thank you as well. Thank you, Miss LD. Said, aside from using your voice as we are, teaching our children different and not financially supporting, how do we really stop this? It has to be individualized, which is why I talk about it the way that I do. The value systems have to be changed from an individual standpoint. We are not at a point of strength where we can utilize the environment first to change biologically who we are and culturally who we are. We are the ones that have to work. We have to work from the other end. So we have to get into control of our biology first. It's a slower process, yet we do have to do it that way, because we don't have the togetherness of value, nor do we have the foresight, nor do we have the political power, nor do we have the influence. No one takes us seriously enough to utilize the environment and the law and the institution to force a change the way that we need to. It's a little bit slower process to do so individualized, but a bioculturon takes about a generation, no matter what you do. No matter which end of it you start, takes about a generation, maybe two, to solidify a change. So it's still going to take the same amount of time, but this is more work to do so from a biological standpoint. We can go over bioculturons again, because this is actually the question that you're asking. And so it seems counterproductive sometimes. Well, how are we going to do it individually? But we have to. Usually when there is a large change that is going to be made societally, it starts with the minority of people, because the pendulum always has to swing the other way. I'm a minority voice, right? But other women are taking that up and saying, wait a minute, we're actually tired of what's happening. More and more people are taking it up. So that small group actually becomes a larger group, and a larger group where change is forced. This, what we're doing right now, is the change of biology, how we think, how we perceive one another, how we are perceiving ourselves and on our own and in relation to our culture and environment. This will spark a cultural shift, because that's what we're looking at. We can't start from culture either, because culture is predicated on your biology or a collective group's concept of their own biology, what they think, what they believe, what they feel, how they perceive, right? So that in turn creates a cultural shift. Once you control your own biology and your own culture, the environmental control then comes a lot easier. We can see how that works with the rainbow community. Small minority, they're still a minority. But how much influence do they have? You see what I'm saying? So we can't be thinking that it's the numbers and we're not a majority and it's not going to happen in one fell swoop, because it won't. But the rainbow community knew that. You understand? And now they have an influence that people don't want to deal with. People do not want to deal with that. It's a monster now, right? Because they had biological. They controlled what they felt about their own biology. They pushed it. It got into the culture. It overtook the culture. So biology, culture. And once it takes over the culture, the environment, now they got to make laws that support the culture. And the culture supports the biology. I hope I'm answering your question. Thank you, Snuggles. I sit here in shock and awe at your ability to see the forest beyond the trees. You have a certain ability. Hopefully others can comprehend. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Thank you, Methos at One Nation, One People, One Destiny. Thank you so much, sweetheart. I appreciate you so much. Thank you once again, Miss 39 Dina. Thank you, African Brother, once again, said a white supremacist is trying to smear Black people to turn everyone against Black people. This is to make people forget it is they who colonized the world. Thank you so, so much. So I'm hoping that I answered the question. Okay. Thank you, Roderick. Said Crimson Cure can't wait until you open your offline business. I definitely will be supporting. Thank you so much. We gonna get it together. Things take time. Sometimes more time than you want them to take. But I also have to remind myself that it's actually only been like a month or two, like 2 months, something like that, since I've been where I needed to be in order to do what I'm doing. Thank you so much. See, we're gonna get to Suki, but I need people to understand something. We as Black people across the diaspora, we don't need to have a singular culture necessarily. See, I want to have my culture, okay? And I want all of you, wherever your family come from and all of that, to have your culture. Please have it. There's strength in that. The diversity in that. There is a strength in it. We need to be able to speak different languages. We need to have different talents. We need to have different, okay? This is necessary. So this isn't an attempt to get into what Dr. Tia San Johnson has called flat Blackness. We don't need flat Blackness. Not in a sense where we erase our individual cultures. That we don't need. That we don't need. What got us in trouble the first time where we got colonized like that. The motherland got colonized, and then all these different places got colonized by a minority group of people, is because we did not share a value and a mindset. You keep your culture, but we got to view things a certain way. Certain things we have to view a certain way. The example is how white people work. They do not lose sight of the fact that some of them are Italian, some of them are Irish, some of them are Scottish, some of them are Norwegian, some of them are Swedish, some of them are German, some of them are Austrian, some of them are Australian, some of them, see, they don't lose sight of that. Whether they don't like each other because the Scots don't like the Irish and whatever it is, whatever. They don't care about the historical strife between France and England. They know it's there. Right? But when it comes to their value system and what they gonna promote and what they not gonna promote, they become one with that. That's why they call themselves white. What is whiteness? What is whiteness? Whiteness is a value system. Whiteness is a culture. They white wherever they go. You understand? They white wherever they go. And they keep their culture, they keep their cultural dress. If they got dances, if they got food, right? They keep that. They keep that. Somebody banned flashback for me. They keep that. But they also keep that same value system. Because no matter where they hail from, when they all get together, they white. They realized that they had to be. See, they weren't going to get nowhere fighting with each other like that. Not going to get anywhere like that. Because they were already a minority. That's the big difference between us and them. Melanated is the world majority, right? And they realize they're a world minority. They can't go nowhere. Listen, if they're gonna colonize, they gotta be of like mind. They gotta be of like mind. That value system gotta be the same. That's how they do what they do. Now, within themselves, there's a class ranking. The poor ones don't mix with the rich ones, and they'll separate along whatever lines they want to separate on. But when it becomes them and others, you quickly understand you're the other and they're them. All of that other stuff, internal and not your business. They made sure the world see them as white. And they defined what is white. They controlled their own image. Their own appearance. They control it. So you think of them a certain way. They know the reality is different than that. So it is possible. I talk about that because it is possible for us across the diaspora to keep your culture, keep your language, keep it. right? Keep it. But when it come between us and others, they got to know they others. That no matter where they go across the diaspora, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. The division, the divide and conquer, not going to work. This is why we can't allow it. This is why we are going to have to stop getting at each other's throats about who's what and who's who. Because it is a divide and a conquer. Get them fighting about who come from where and what they taking from each other and what they doing to each other. Get them fighting about it. Get them concentrated on it. So we can do what we always been doing. And I'm not saying understanding your background or your lineage is not important. I'm not saying that. But things can coexist. We don't need to choose one or the other. We don't have to choose it. We can do all of them. We can do all of them at once. This is multi-layered and various different fronts that we have to deal with. There is no one at a time. We don't even have time to do one at a time. We don't have time to not understand where this stuff is coming from and how we have participated in it. That's even more important because we know where it comes from. But what we got to come to grips with is how we perpetuate white supremacy by proxy. See, women want to be tired of what Sukihana is doing, but how long did you G for it and promote it? How long did you do that? See, I'm not going to have the conversation about where they came from for the purposes of division, because when they was doing it, when you wasn't tired, it didn't matter where they came from. Did it, sisterhood? It didn't matter where they came from. It didn't matter where these women came from. You was just there for hot girl summer. You was there for it, wasn't you? You wanted to pop your thought pocket and you wanted to twerk and you wanted to, and you do all this. You wanted that. You wanted it. So now now that you're tired of it, I don't want to hear about the particulars. I don't want to hear about the particulars of who did it and who said it and who started it and who didn't and where they came from and well, they wasn't over here. Yeah, you G'd for it. You liked it. You have been supporting it for decades now. You've been supporting ratchetry and thottery. And the uptick started with them reality TV shows. Flavor and Love kicked it off and it's been rolling ever since. Billion-dollar industry peddling ratchetry and thottery and wholeness to you, and you've been eating it up. So you supported all of this stuff. You supported all this ratchetry. You supported all this twerking everywhere. You supported BBL culture. You supported hoe culture. You supported hookup culture. You supported I don't need no man. You supported all this transactional sex where you gotta drop the cash app when somebody wanna talk to you and all this other kind of stuff. You perpetuated it. You celebrated hot girl summer and getting flued out and all. You did that. You did that. So now, when you up to here with it, now I don't want to hear how you can break it down to who did what, and now all of a sudden you are the top researcher on the origins of thottery. You get to these super chats. Thank you, Solo T. Said, thank you for doing what you do. It's so needed. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jabari. Said, whites don't allow one person actions to define the group. Blacks cannot do that because we don't control law. Our Achilles heel. I get what you're saying. But we do have a measure of control over our image more than we did before. Because of social media. See, they can't control all the media that we consume. They can't control that anymore because that used to come through only the large networks when there was no social media, no internet and all of that type of stuff. It only used to come through that. So whatever they said, whatever they big wig execs said was going to be shown, that's what's going to be shown. However, since the dawn of social media as we know it today, we have done nothing to mitigate that at all. We have done nothing to separate ourselves from the foolishness. Nothing. It's particularly the sisterhood. Nothing. Nada. Zip. Zilch. They promoted it is what they did. Instead, and women like me that was trying to separate, or we was the mammies and the pick-me's, and we don't know nothing. You see what I'm saying? But I see where you're going with it. But thank you anyway, sweetheart. Thank you, Joe Chill. Thank you so much. The LD's question was crucial, but your answer, while insightful as always, was so disheartening. It's as if the current 50% of single and or childless Black men out here have to take an L on hopes for building and establishing his family with a Black woman. I don't want you to be hopeless about that, because I'll put it this way. And let me give you your kudos. I don't want you to feel hopeless about that or disheartened by the answer, because actually the answer should give hope and heartening. What would be disheartening is if we didn't understand our plight fully and therefore could not conceive of a plan or a way out of it. That would actually be the most disheartening thing. However, because we now understand it, because we now understand things like biology, culture, and environment, because we understand things like a value system, those concepts, okay? Those concepts, shout out to Father's Time for those concepts. Those concepts have actually given us the terminology, and it's given us the structure, how to think about the things that we knew already. Because it's not new stuff. It's just putting it into a perspective that we can now digest as a whole, right? And so to address your last part, said the current 50% of single and or childless Black men out here have to take an L on hopes for building and establishing his family with a Black woman. Perhaps in some instances, there are women, Black women across the diaspora that do not engage with this, but they don't got one of these. Hyenas have these in abundance. You can hear the hooting and hollering from the boneyard from 10 miles out. You understand? Right? There are women But those women are quiet because they had no reason to be loud. Now they got a reason to be loud. But you can find whomever, because Black men carry the seed, right? Black men carry the seed, like all men carry their seed. Black men carry their seed. So you can build and establish with whomever, right? As long as the value systems match. That's what's key. That's what's key. Don't underestimate the genetic power, because that's what white supremacy been scared of all these hundreds of years. That's the whole purpose of it. The whole system was created to mitigate it. I hope that I am making sense, because there is solution. We not just hit a yap about the problem. You understand? But thank you so much. And thank you once again, Norin. Thank you so much.
Thank
sweetheart.
you for supporting
Appreciate
me
you.
on my show. Okay. I just wanna thank you for helping me on my show. All right.
Thank you so much, sweetheart. Thank you, Pernell. So I'm so glad you addressed this. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate you. And I see the good brother in the house. I see the good brother. CGA said, cook them. Hey, how you doing, sweetheart? Glad to see you in the chat. Welcome. Thank you so much. If y'all don't know about Coach Greg Adams, for whatever reason, whatever rock you've been under, you need to crawl under, get through daylight, and subscribe to his channel. Go ahead and subscribe to the good brother. He be over there cooking. Okay? Thank you so much, sweetheart. Thank you, Maza. Said, lovely listening to you, sister, from Sydney, Australia, but originally from the Congo, DRC. Even when I did not understand English before, we still were influenced by hip-hop. Can't play 98% of hip-hop now with my kids in the car. Tell me about it. Thank you so very much, though, because I still ain't brought up Sukihana. We still ain't showed that. You know you're gonna get for overtime now. That. Okay. Look at this food. Let me make it big so you can see the foolishness. Look at this food here. Huh? Just look at it. Heifer, you is on the floor. A filthy, nasty floor. First of all, seeing her on that floor has driven my anxiety up in my OCD. My anxiety and my OCD is flared up because she is on that nasty floor. I mop my floor every day and I vacuum it. And I don't stroll out on my floor like that. And I know it's clean. I know for a fact it's clean because I clean it. She on the floor because that's where she belongs. Yeah, I said it. She on the floor because she belong on the floor because she is not no better than that floor. That's why she feel comfortable down there. That's why it's all good. All good in the hood. When her Kit Kat spread over a floor that how many hundreds of people have walked on with their outside shoes? The bottom of their shoes done been on gum, spit, all manner of water, various bodily fluid, and they done come and stood right there. On that floor. I don't care if they had on Vera Wang shoes. I don't care if they had on Jimmy Choo's. I don't care what the brand was. They walked outside with them shoes on. And the bottom of them shoes is nasty. I don't care if they ain't do nothing but walk from the car to the red carpet to that carpet. It is nasty. They lays them inside, outside rugs down. And they puts them little sponsorship banners behind you. That is on the street. And they had staff to come set up the little settings and all that kind of stuff so you could take pictures with the little banner and the sponsorship and all that kind of stuff behind you. And this fool couldn't just take a picture like a normal human being. Got to make it weird. This weirdo behavior. They don't want to put it up like it ain't like they ain't weirdos. These chicks is weird. Weird. Listen. They weird. Put a 1 in the chat if you know they weird. These chicks is weird. They're not right in the head. Okay? They're not right. Now she on that flow because she ain't no better than the flow. That's where roaches is supposed to be. Little vermin. You on the flow like vermin. Not standing straight like a woman. Not standing straight like a woman. What happened to being a human being? What happened to being a woman? Go somewhere with dignity and pride. Because you can't. I don't care how much the dress costs. Because you have no dignity. You have no pride. Nothing. This is how she see herself. Like vermin. Like a cockroach. So she get on the floor and crawl on it. I would never. A lioness would never. Do you understand me? A lioness would never. Ever. You get me all the way. I need you to walk. I need you to go 2 blocks east. Make a sharp left. Make a sharp left. I want you to go 2 blocks east, headed east. 2 blocks, sharp left, head north. I want you to go up 1 block. Do you see that the house with the mailbox on there? See the house with the mailbox on there? Now take a right. That's where you got me messed up. That's why you got me messed up. I told you to 2 blocks east, make a left. Once you see the house with the mailbox on there, I want you to make a little right there. And that's where you got me messed up. Because there's no way that I would be strolled out on any public nasty ground. You don't see no other woman. Not a white woman. Not an Asian woman. Not no other woman. No other woman has ever degraded herself to that extent. To get down on all fours like a dog in heat and toot your butt up and twerk it like you at home. You young women better not, you all better not mimic that. That is nothing to emulate. That is nothing to copy. It is filthy and it is degenerate and it is low. And feminists and the sisterhood have been the number one ops. That's your ops. Not men and these ninjas out here. And marriage is a scam. And that's the scam. Them the ops. Them the ops. Because they get paid to get you out of order. Them the real ops. I was having a conversation earlier today and was told that these chicks can't even read off of the teleprompter. Did anybody else see that? Did anybody else see? I want to see that. Can I see that? Give me a second. I want to see. Can I see that? Not seeing what I wanted to see. But I was hearing that they couldn't read. Bella said it was sweetie. Saweetie. I heard it was just hilarious as well. They could not read the word amid. A-M-I-D. Amid. Didn't know the word. Couldn't use it in a sentence. Did not understand context clues. Didn't understand context clues. You did that in 2nd and 3rd grade. You mean to tell me you heifers is out here functionally illiterate? And then got mad at the teleprompter. It's not the teleprompter's fault that reading is fundamental and you don't know that. We need to bring Rift back into the school system because y'all trying to push all this alphabet, but they can't read. We need to put highlights back in the school and we need to put them little book sales. You know how I used to get the little book paper and you can look at the little books that it's going to have on sale on Friday. Do we? Y'all remember that? And we was in grammar school. Tell me you remember that. And you used to get them little papers. And they would have, the Bernstein Bears. And then this is how you got all your Goosebump books. And my favorite wasn't Goosebumps. My favorite was Choose Your Own Adventure. I'm showing my age now, but I miss me a Choose Your Own that I can read. Huh? You can sit there and cuss another woman out from head to toe, from here to Juvember with fluidity. You won't miss a beat, but you can't say amid. I'm done. I'm done. Thank you. It was the Scholastics. And these are your leaders. These your queens. They can't read. They can't read. Huh? It ain't no excuse. Jess is in her 30s. You a whole millennial. Ain't she in her 30s? How old is Jess Hilarious? This is saying she's 31. You too old for it. And you raising folks, raising kids. You mean to tell me that you is sitting there and you got to read like this here? You know how you do your hand like that? For each syllable, you bet not pick your hand up off that paper. You lose your space. You have to start the whole page over. Amid and you can sit there and argue with somebody and you can't read properly. This is English. A language you grew. This is your mother tongue. And you can't read it properly. But you can recite all of the, the latest verse of the latest ridiculous song. You can read somebody for filth, but you can't read the teleprompter. Make it make sense to me. And we upholding them like they doing something. You come back and talk to me when you can read. Butterfly in the sky. I can go twice as high. Y'all, we need to bring back Reading Rainbow. Take a look in a book. It's Reading Rainbow. I don't know whether to end the show. I didn't finish that. I'll get to the super chats. It's making me nauseous. When I thought about going back to the Suki thing, it made me nauseous. Let me get to the super chats. Thank you, twins. I'm surprised, not surprised. No one's decided to change the word thought to something else as it's close to the word thoth. And we're talking about the abuse of ma'at in this culture. That's interesting. Thank you, Mercer, for your super sticker. Thank you, Kashinsi, said filthy women do filthy things. This is true. Thank you, Miss Bella, said piss poor bottom of the barrel behavior. Exactly. Thank you, Miss Romanticist, said low-level behavior. Bet they can't read and write their own name. Bureau Hammer said, I fear these ratchet things will be used in the elections next year to encourage the black vote to the polls. Hope their clarion calls doesn't work. Thank you, Shelton said, truly this hurts my soul when I see women encouraging this exact type of behavior, yet trying to force me and like myself to settle for these heifers. Nope. Thank you, Quiet Storm said, book mobile, book fairs, hooked on phonics, Harold Washington Library in downtown Chicago. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, man. He said, just sad as many great Black authors, Richard Wright, Ralph Ellison, Chester Himes, Gwendolyn Brooks, when you can't, you read, you're missing out big time. Trying to see. Yeah. Lady by the name of Tamora Sharif Muhammad said, calling out to all women of color specifically and women in general to take a strong stand in being vocal in changing this activity. Our younger generation need to be exposed to a more positive and dignified example of womanhood, and it can only stop if we do all we can to stop the madness. I mean, she's on the floor again, shoes off. This one is bent all the way over, naked underneath this sheer thing with a cap on. This one with, I don't even know who these two is. Bent over again, this one. And then it's some of the comments. They just having fun. Maybe stop watching it. It's not about watching it. It usually be the comments for me on different posts, because the comments let you know how lost people really are. I'm nauseous, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut the show. There's more to say, but I can't. I can't. So in any case, I want to thank everyone for coming through, especially all of my supporters. I appreciate all of you. Jump down in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Once again, I'm your hostess, The Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective. Bye-bye, Crimsonite.